They released Justice League Flashpoint Paradox to specifically say we're starting this new line.
Nah, when they made that movie, I'm not gonna lie, DC put their nuts on the table, bro. They cooked with that.
We also got some really chunky necks on those guys.
Yeah, I don't know what Superman was eating. I don't know what he was injecting, bro. that nigga was roided up, bro. The man of steroids. Unpopular opinion, Damian Wayne is overhated. He's overhated.
If you like the Tomorrowverse movies, I suggest you click away. Green Lantern, Beware My Power came out.
I didn't hate it, but low-key, I know for a fact I watched it. I can't remember nothing about it. I can't remember nothing about it off the top of my head, so I can't even defend it.
Racist against rappers, they all look the same to him. They used to beg him not to egg him on Halloween. He told him holler back with the suede Pumas, Dollar Green. Nah, I mean, heated up till the temperature tarball. Y'all just gawk like gargoyle.
There has been talks. I've heard the whispers. People are saying, amongst the nerd community, people are saying DC animated films have kind of gone down in quality, which is saying something, because in my opinion, that was DC's thing. It was understood. You already knew the animation was gonna be gas if it was produced by DC. So I got this video right here. Let me pull it up. I always start these videos before I actually get them pulled up. By Andy M. Lee. What happened to DC animated movies? All right, let's see what our boy Andy Lee talking about.
Resist, okay? I'm sorry, but I have to make a video about this. I'll be talking about DC's recent slate of animated movies called the Tomorrowverse. If you don't know how this came to be, let me quickly catch you up.
Okay.
So back in the 90s, we got Batman the Animated Series, critically revered, the first of its kind, glazed till today.
And I will glaze it even more.
In the same universe as that, we also got other shows like Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, and of
Batman Beyond was goated. And the Justice League.
Of course, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
What gave me away?
You overplayed your part, yo.
And while we did
crazy, you're goated if you got Batman talking in street slang.
get some new bits and pieces that was supposedly part of that universe, it's mainly finished. So going from that, we got some DC animated movies that were usually independent and self-contained, and
they were kind of in their own little universes.
mostly banger after banger.
Yeah.
From this line, we got movies like Batman Under the Red Hood,
Doom, Flashpoint,
Boom, and Batman Superman Public Enemies.
Yeah.
All different art styles, all different voice casts, whatever. But since every studio in the early 2010s wanted that Marvel money, DC was like, hey, while we get this movie shit off the ground with Man of Steel, let's do the same thing with our animated movies. So that's exactly what they did. They released Justice League Flashpoint Paradox to specifically say we're starting this new line.
Nah, when they made that movie, I'm not gonna lie, DC put their nuts on the table, bro. They cooked with that.
Movies where you can actually grow attached to these characters and they grow and change over these movies. When Flashpoint Paradox came out, it was collectively revered as a certified banger. It was a self-contained Justice League story for the fans that had great action, high stakes, and Batman crying.
Exactly.
Come on, that's emotional. We also got some really chunky necks on those guys.
I don't know what Superman was eating. I don't know what he was injecting, bro. that nigga was roided up, bro. I don't care what. The man of steroids. And then Reverse Flash, bro. Man, they made memes about him. I jerked you off so fast you thought you nutted quick, Barry.
I don't know what the fuck happened to the proportions, but you're sure as hell not gonna be able to choke any of them. Anyways, the universe is reset by the Flash, aka Barry Allen, because he can't stop fucking the timeline.
Yeah.
So this is where the DC AMU started, the DC Animated Universe. We see the formation of the Justice League, which was loosely based on the New 52 reboot that was happening in the comics at the time.
All of them goated, bro. I love all of these characters. I even love Cyborg. I'ma still always prefer the 2005, right? Teen Titans version of Cyborg, but I love this Cyborg.
And we have some good adaptations of stories. We got Bitch Boy Robin, we got Pedo Deathstroke.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute.
At the time, and we have some good adaptations of stories. We got Bitch Boy.
Okay. Unpopular opinion, Damian Wayne is overhated. He's overhated. The dude is nice. He's nice with it. He's nice with the fight sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. they definitely made him kind of like a whiny know-it-all brat, but I kind of like that, you know, like he's like, it makes him stand out from all the Robins because you're like, this nigga kind of sucks, but at the same time he doesn't, you know. And like all they gotta do is just make it like with the Damian Wade and Superman's Kid animated one that came out, they made him really likable in that one, you know. So they can do him right. They can still make him aggravating but likable.
For Robin, we got Pedo Deathstroke, and we got
I ain't justifying that.
Death of Superman. Yes, there was kind of a Death of Superman way before this one, but it didn't really capture the essence of Superman dying and coming back. I also watched that first movie as a kid because my mom just saw Superman and just downloaded it from a dodgy site with Korean subtitles. Yeah, it was pretty violent.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Anyway, so these movies started coming out all with the same voice cast, the same art style, and the same character profiles. That was until they decided to Game of Thrones this motherfucker hardcore.
I just started rewatching Game of Thrones. I think I'm on season 4, bro. Everybody's told me season 8 sucks, bro.
Franchise's final movie was Justice League Apocalypse War.
Goated.
And if you've seen it, you know that it's pretty damn crazy.
It's goated, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was a roller coaster. Like that was like I ain't gonna lie, if this was out in theaters, like it could give like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War levels of hype, bro. Like watching these niggas really, because they really died. They really got murked in this. Our favorite superheroes, they was really getting murked. I said, damn, they lost.
I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but if you genuinely fell in love with these characters over
I guess that was a bit of a spoiler, my bad.
the course of however many movies, prepare to book some therapy. And that's why this video sponsor is BetterHelp. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, I gotta skip through that. I was about to say, I gotta skip through that one.
By the way, apparently that company is really shady and unethical, so I encourage you to stay away from them. And yes, I probably just sacrifice any chance of being sponsored by them in the future.
I'm not sad about that.
You're welcome.
Gamer subs, hit me up.
So this movie ends with Flash traveling in time, and lo and behold, the universe is reset
once again. So that's the start of the Tomorrowverse. Okay, I think I see where he's going with this, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I haven't really been. I don't know. Crisis on Infinite Earths was kind of a stinker. I'ma just say that off rip.
New actors, new stories, new style. We're starting fresh.
Yeah.
So this new slate of movies, it started pretty good. The first movie was Superman Man of Tomorrow, which was why this universe was called the Tomorrowverse. Darren Criss voiced Superman, Alexandra Daddario voiced Lois Lane, and Zachary Quinto voiced Lex Luthor. Pretty stunning cast. Also, Jason Todd, aka Soldier Boy, aka that one guy from Supernatural, voices Batman. That's pretty sick. So after this movie, we get a Justice Society movie.
I like that
And
one.
we get a Batman Long Halloween 2-parter.
Yeah, I thought those were really good.
They were both pretty decent. They were also playing the formation of the Justice League in this era. They were teasing at it. But then, oh my god. Guys, fair warning, the positivity stops here. If you like the Tomorrowverse movies, I suggest you click away. Green Lantern Beware My Power came out.
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, but low key, I know for a fact I watched it. I can't remember nothing about it. I can't remember nothing about it off the top of my head, so I can't even defend it.
Now, I don't know what it is with Green Lantern and the shit-ass luck with movies, but this movie was goddamn terrible. I'm not even saying that just to be funny. I was actually pretty excited for a Jon Stewart Green Lantern focused movie. But to put it simply, this movie was fucking ass. I gave it 1 star out of 5 on my letterbox. You know what else?
Jesus.
I gave it 1 star on there? Madam Web, Morbius. This shit was genuinely so fucking garbage. There was nothing I liked about it except the character design. The animation, shit. The voice acting, shit. The story, even more shit somehow. And I wish I could say this was a one-time thing, but it really wasn't. Also, tell me why all of a sudden the Justice League is a huge roster with the Watchtower in space. What the? When did this happen?
Yeah, I always was kind of that did kind of like Yeah, because I was like, it's getting to be too much. Like, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Where did she come from? You know what I'm saying? We just gotta accept that she's one of them.
A huge roster with the watchtower in space. What the? When did this happen? Every movie.
See, I can't even say nothing about that Green Lantern movie because I literally don't even. I know for a fact I watched it. I can't remember nothing about it. So he might be right. It might have been actually ass, and I just didn't want to accept it because I love Green Lantern. I love Jon Stewart. Oh my goodness.
Following this was also a piece of shit. And I'm sorry, but if you worked on these movies, I'm sure it's not your fault. There were probably time restraints, studio mandates, and awful creative decisions made by people who usually write bank statements instead of scripts.
Yeah. Look, I know CN and Max have been having a whole lot of stuff happening on the back end, bro. The writing strikes and everything. They happen for a reason, man.
But this movie really highlighted the bone I pick with animated projects nowadays, and that's traditional actors taking the jobs of professional voice actors. It's genuinely fucking bullshit. It's not just about, oh, I can sound like an elf.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Voice acting and regular acting are two different skills. It's just like if you got a rapper, right? Battle rap and making a song are two different skills. You can't just assume just because you're good at one, you're automatically good at the other.
Usually, these voice actors slam dunk on these traditional acting bitches with how they project their voice and emotion. And I know it's usually for marketing purposes to say like, hey, we got this famous person voice acting in this movie. But these movies are straight to home release. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Get the people who have
Get me my underground kings, bro. I don't need Dwayne The Rock Johnson to voice nothing if it's straight to stream. I want nothing but goats.
been training their whole lives to act in this shit. And I know if I take a step back and realize that I'm just yelling about a bunch of superhero cartoon movies, I know I'm a fucking crazy person.
No, you're valid, bro. You're valid, because I yell about the same thing, bro.
But right now, I'm trying to save an entire sector of the acting industry here. Do you think any of the live-action Spider-Man actors could do a voice acting like this?
No, you're wrong!
Hell no.
You are everything I wanted to be! You just threw it away!
It's not even
Okay, who did that? Nah, bro, them Spider-Man games hit different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's a difference, bro. It's a difference in skills, bro. These people have trained their entire lives to do that. Like, come on, gang.
Hey, you just threw it away!
It's not even fair, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, my point is, for the most of the main cast in these movies, they're just regular actors who have been terribly miscast. Not because of their lack of skill as an actor, but because voice acting is a completely different animal.
Yep.
As an actor, you have your face, you have your hands, you have your body, you have your eyes to portray emotion. Do you know what a voice actor has? It's not the same. Okay, I'm done with the voice acting thing. Let's move on. The next few movies in this Tomorrowverse.
He was cooking.
If you follow my letterbox, you will know that these movies are not exactly the most riveting pieces of cinema either. Legion of Superheroes, dude. I watched this in the
Yeah. It was okay at best.
family living room and my brother was passing by and decided to just tune in. The amount of times we laughed at how fucking shit this movie was is insane. I swear these scripts would have had.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. They tried to make Brainiac smash Supergirl, bro. I said, gang. I was like, what? Something is not right here.
To be made in a 48-hour turnaround because Jesus Christ. And
That was outrageous work. I'm not gonna lie, that was outrageous, bro. Brainiac smashing Supergirl. Okay, nigga. Okay. Next you're gonna say Thanos smashes Captain Marvel. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
you know what consistently bothers me about these movies? They're so terribly edited. Warning, once I point this out, you will not be able to unsee this in any of the movies. Between lines of dialogue, there will just be the most random pauses that will just kill the flow of the conversation so hard. This was driving me fucking insane. So you're suggesting we head to the Watchtower? Yes, I believe that is the best plan of action.
You made some kind of deal with that monster.
Wrong.
Oh my god, he's cooking. He's cooking. He's actually cooking, bro. that just kind of triggered me, bro. That's like a millennial pause in real life. Bro, that's crazy.
The amount of times this would happen. Oh my god, it's like the creators had a runtime to fulfill, but every time they were short of 2 minutes, so they just chucked in random spaces throughout the movie. Alright.
Gang, I ain't gonna lie. If the next time I watch a DC animated movie and if I can't ignore that, bro, I'm coming back to your channel and I'm screaming.
Let's move on to Justice League War World. Clearly 4
I didn't even finish this one.
different people wanted to write 4 different movies, and
Yeah.
only one of them were interested in making anything remotely close to a Justice League story. By the way, it's called Justice League War World, but be ready to only see 4 members max. And if you're tuning in to see Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman being, I don't know, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, be ready to skip to the last 30 minutes of this movie. And
Yeah.
here we are at Crisis at Infinite.
Don't even know. I don't even want to talk about these. I don't even want to talk about these. Oh my god, bro. Crisis on Infinite Earth is actual bun cheeks, bro. Like, gang, I'm telling you, I literally I fell asleep twice. Twice. I fell asleep twice to part 2. I'm not even touching part 3. And look, they got my boy Dr. Fate here. I don't want to see Dr. Fate in an ass movie. Are you crazy? Like, they dead ass had Joker trying to destroy the thing that was protecting Earth from getting wiped away from a big wave of just unexistence. Like, dude, like, real talk, bro. Real talk, man. It was just literally the whole plot line is just there's this big wave of energy that's literally destroying the universe, and it destroyed so many multiverses. And I'm not gonna lie, like, everyone it destroyed I just did not care about. Like, it tried to introduce you to some of the characters in one of the worlds that gets destroyed, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I literally said I hope those niggas get wiped. I did not give a damn. I don't even remember none of their names. It was ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. And then it's got Batman, like, it's got OG Batman, like World 1 Batman, and then it's got all of the Bat kids, like Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and all of that. And they're like, Batman, you trained us. And Batman's like, I don't even know you niggas. And it's like, oh my god, bro, I don't even want to see this.
It's arguably the biggest DC event that you could possibly adapt. And this happens, let me check, 4 years after the first movie. Nice. That's like having Avengers Secret Wars instead of the first Avengers movie. What the fuck is happening here? Well, since it's such a big scale event, thank God we got 3 parts to fit it all in, right? Wrong. The complete fucking opposite, man. The complete fucking opposite. If you took all the parts in these movies that genuinely contributed to the plot, it would probably make like 70 minutes in total.
I literally just said that, bro. Me and him are on the same wavelength, bro. The big wave of energy destroying entire universes felt like a side mission in these movies, bro. Like, I'm telling you, literally, bro, if they didn't randomly just show the wave passing through the Earths, like, randomly throughout the movies, you would forget that the wave was even coming at some points, man. It was ridiculous.
And that's being generous. Literally, the one good thing we got out of these 3 movies was Kevin Conroy returning for his final lines as Batman.
I don't want to talk about that, bro. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. They used his final lines to make some cheeks, bro. That's ridiculous.
Possibly the most badass final lines you could ever give to a Batman voice actor.
I care, Joker. About Gotham. About justice. And if it has to end, at least I go out like this. Being Batman.
Rest in peace, Kevin
Yeah,
Conroy. I'm
for
happy
real.
your final lines were badass as hell, but I'm sorry that your final projects were either between Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice.
Oh my god. No, bro. No, bro. You don't realize I grew up playing the Arkham games, dude. The Arkham games is what made me really fall in love with the entire Batman universe, bro. Man, I don't even want to look at this.
Or this heaping pile shit of a movie.
Yeah.
I know people hate on the Arrowverse sometimes, but I was a big fan. And their Crisis on Infinite Earths event, it wasn't the best crossover they've done, but at least it was a single cohesive story with lots of fun. This shit though? This shit. Bro. Why am I spending 20 minutes watching the Justice League herd and capture dinosaurs? I don't give a fuck.
Literally,
Even an awesome premise like that, and they somehow managed
it-
to ruin it.
yeah.
So now the universe is reset, and you can assume that it's James Gunn's new DCU because apparently all the animated projects are now going to be canon or something. Dude, I cannot get over how badly they fumbled these movies. I know.
Bro, James Gunn's better put all of his meat on the table, bro. No Diddy. He better go crazy with these, cause that was a slop, bro. It felt like going through phase 5 of Marvel. Like, oh my god. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like the first couple movies fire, and then as he was pointing out stuff, I started to realize, dang, I really didn't even like the movies like that. Like that Green Lantern movie, that was real time realization. I was like, yo, nah, I genuinely don't even remember nothing from that movie.
Now, some of you might really like these movies, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but everyone's different. But
Yeah.
oh my god, it's funny how in the past people used to say that the one thing you can count on DC to beat Marvel at is animation.
animated.
But now, just looking at one still frame from X-Men 97, that alone is probably more entertaining than watching any of these piece of shit recent movies.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done. That's all for this week. Check out my second channel for random vlogs. Check out my Instagram, check out my
Yes,
music, check out my
sir.
letterbox as well if you want to see up-to-date film reviews.
Shout out to Andy M. Lee. Yes, go do that. Go follow all his socials. Go check out his channel, bro. I love me nerdy stuff like that. I love people who get passionate about their nerdy stuff, man. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. Boy, that's gotta be like one of the biggest flops I ever seen. I didn't even know DC was capable of doing that. Like, oh my Jesus, bro. Oh my goodness. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Don't even watch it, like, for real, because you're gonna literally just be halfway through it and you're gonna be like, bro, what the hell are these niggas talking about? Literally, bro. Oh my gosh.